Can I predict what sinks or floats from mass and volume? This is the Trust Repair Shop, a project about understanding the world firsthand. I'm not an expert, I'm just a curious person starting a 30-week speed run to recreate important technologies and discoveries for myself so I don't have to take anybody's word for it. Density is mass compared with volume, and it's why a small metal weight can sink while something much larger, like a hollow plastic egg, will float. The basic idea is simple. Water is about a gram per milliliter. If an object's average density is higher than that, it should sink, and if it's lower, it should float. The tricky part's measuring the volume correctly. I tested 6 objects from around the house: a reference weight, a rock, an orange, a puzzle piece, a glue stick, and a plastic egg. First, I measured each object's mass with a kitchen scale. Then I tried to estimate the volume 2 ways. The first way was rough ruler measurement, height times width times depth. The second way was water displacement, put the object in water and estimate how much water volume it displaced. Then I calculated density using both volume estimates and made sink or float predictions before testing each object in water. The big error was obvious. The ruler measurements were bad for rounded, irregular, and hollow objects. The orange and glue stick volume estimates were especially bad. Water displacement wasn't perfect either, because the measuring cup markings were coarse and I might have displaced some extra water using my hands, but it was still much better for this question. The ruler-based method got 4 out of 6 predictions right, but it predicted that the orange and glue stick would sink, and both of those floated. The water displacement method got all 6 predictions right. So density did predict sinking and floating, but the measurement method mattered a lot. The ruler method was fine for simple shapes, but not for harder to directly measure objects. Water displacement gave cleaner predictions, which points directly to the next experiment, Archimedes' principle, and what floating has to do with displacement of water.